Yo, hello everyone. I am live right now. Nice. So let us check out my subscription section. Please bear with me as I'm opening a new window. Should have opened it earlier. But while you guys are waiting, please like and subscribe if you want. Make a comment. Let me know who you are, and or say hello, say regards. Again, I appreciate you guys for being here. Um, Today, I'm planning to just browse and react to my subscription because I've been in YouTube for a long time, guys, and some of these channels are really good, and I think I'm sub to channels that I really like, that I really appreciate. So first of all, I think I also going to choose videos that I found to be that I could talk about a lot. Okay, so while I let's watch keto diet. Um,
And what's interesting, at the same time, I was running 30 miles a week. I went to the gym 1 hour every day.
okay, so Dr. Gundry here is one of the daughter that is proponents for a carnivore or keto lifestyle. If you guys don't know about it, we don't eat rice, we don't eat fruit, we don't eat sugary stuff, we don't even eat um, we don't we don't eat carbs. We don't eat carbs, but it works before the body make a replacement for it, and that's what makes the diet work. Like people become skinnier, but I'm currently not on it, so I'm already gaining weight. Um, but some people, you know, on a diet, it's no longer a diet for them. It has become a lifestyle. For me, I am on and off. Maybe that's not healthy, but I think if you do some fasting to clean your body, I guess like you could reduce the risk to a degree. I'm not an expert, by the way.
And ate what I was taught was a healthy diet, very low fat, high carbohydrate. I was doing everything right, or so I thought. It wasn't until I began my research on the human microbiome that I realized I was doing it all wrong. So today, I'm going to share some of the foods I used to eat and why they were contributing to my terrible health back in the day. All right, number one, low fat foods. The low fat diet was the biggest diet trend of the 80s and 90s. In fact, the low fat food was dead wrong. The fact is, eating fat doesn't make you fat. Now, I too fell for this at one point. Why did this happen? Back in
Okay,
the
guys.
19
So you guys gotta be careful. All right, eating fat could make you fat. Eating fat could make you fat, but if you eat sugar too, if you eat carbs together with fat, I don't know, guys. I think it will become fat. It will be get stored. But the main thing that is stored is actually from carbohydrates and sugar because that gets the priority in our body. But for in the case of fat, that could become other things. Um, because you know what you want to do is actually to use it, to use all of this energy. But if your body is not using it, it gotta throw it away or store it somewhere, right? um, if you don't eat sugar at all, you're just going to process fat. Your body's going to concentrate on producing fat. Yeah. So just be careful. It's not that fat doesn't make you fat. It's going to make you fat somehow. But if you eat a lot of fat, you'll be like, oh, I don't want to eat it anymore. You know what I mean? I don't like there are multiple factors, right? It's not as easy as sugar. Sugar is really fattening.
1950s, President Dwight Eisenhower suffered a heart attack. And so, why did this happen? So they appointed the greatest nutritionist of the United States, a professor at the University of Minnesota, Ansel Keys. Why did they choose him? Dr. Keys was the inventor of the K ration, which is what kept our troops alive during World War II. So, who better than to figure out what befell President Eisenhower than Ansel Keys, K ration for Keys? Ansel Keys studied about 20 different people around the world, countries around the world, and he wanted to show that the more saturated fat that people ate, then the more heart disease they developed. And conversely, the less saturated fat they ate, the less heart disease they had. Now, unfortunately, out of those 20 countries, he could only find 7 that actually proved his point. And he published a study called the 7 Countries Study that really showed an impressive correlation between the amount of saturated fat that people ate and heart disease, heart attacks. Now, what's really interesting, and I wrote about.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna pause the video because it's not my video, and I'm like, okay, are people going to watch my video or instead of his video? So really recommend you guys to go to the channel. Let me give you the link. I should have given you the link. My bad. I'm so bad. First off, let me turn this back on. Please wait. Dr. Gondry podcast. Yo, I should have shared this earlier. My bad, guys. So this is the original video right here. I cannot wait. There's a pop-up. All right, so this is Dr. Gunry's podcast that we've just watched. Okay. So let me restart that again and continue on a little bit, and then after that we move on to a different video.
In Europe that met his criteria, for instance, post war Italy. But right next door, France was not on the list as a really good country for avoiding heart disease. And they had an incredibly high fat diet. But because it didn't meet his criteria, that didn't make it onto the list of countries he studied. So
that is very selective. You're not supposed to do that.
He was appointed as the advisor to what's called the McGovern Commission, George McGovern of presidential campaign fame, to establish the national guidelines for Americans to eat. Now, the Department of
And these guidelines also is followed around the world.
Agriculture was given the oversight of making the food pyramid. Now, that's kind of like the fox guarding the hen house. The Department of Agriculture's job is to get you and me to eat agricultural products and to foster the growing of agricultural products. So, surprise, surprise, the food pyramid became heavily weighted towards grain products and other farm commodities. And when the low fat part hit, people rapidly found out in food producing companies that fat gave flavor to food. And when you took the fat away, the food lost all its flavor. So you had to put in sugar to counteract that effect. So most low fat products became sugar bombs. Now, I should add that during the time when Ansel Keys was going after fat, the contrarian, Dr. Judkin from England, was saying, no, 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 no. Dr. Keys has got this all wrong. It has nothing to do with fat, it has to do with sugar. And sugar is the culprit. Now, in academic circles.
So do you guys get that? It's actually sugar that makes people fat. If you want to watch more, please do watch it. It's quite long, but these things are so valuable. Okay, let's check out a different video um, in my subscription. Mm, Okay, so I am a Christian. I have like Christian contents, and I hope I could make it interesting for you.
Today, we continue our journey through the book of Ecclesiastes. We are in chapter 11.
All
And
right, guys.
reading this,
So if you guys haven't get into Christianity a lot, so the book of Ecclesiastes is made by King Solomon. He's a very famous king, even in the non-Christian circle. So he's famous for being very rich, very, very rich, and having a peaceful kingdom, relatively very, like no significant major um, existential threatening war that that he had to camp. Maybe there's one, but it's not really that compared to the other kings of Israel. He is really his kingship is really wise. So he's well known for his wisdom, and he made three books that are very well known, which is the Songs of Solomon, the Proverbs, and Ecclesiastes. Is there other books other than that? I I don't I don't know. I don't know. But these three are in the Bible, and if you want to read, if you I suggest Proverbs, highly recommended. If you like books such as uh, philosophical book from Confucius, these Proverbs could really help, could really add to it. And then after that, no, I personally myself, I don't haven't read Confucius, but like it is in the same like interestingness. I would predict. Ecclesiastes in particular is about, what is it about? It's about good and evil. It is a preacher. It started off with a preacher, and he's trying to preach to a crowd. So we are the crowd, and Solomon is the preacher. And he introduced himself. He presented himself as someone who had pursued wisdom, and he started off by understanding the dilemmas that are happening, that is relatable to us and also him. That is how evil and good are rewarded in this world. Why people would want to choose good, why people would want to choose evil, why would people want to be wise, why would people don't want to be wise. And he contributed from himself, his own observation, his own experiences about what happened to good people, what happened to evil people. And then he proceeded on giving his, what do you call it, scales. And that's where the interesting things came about. So check it out, Ecclesiastes. Oh wait.
chapter, I was reminded of the Proverbs because it has that feel to it. Several, just a few wise sayings, statements of wisdom, if you will, or admonition, especially for young adults. And some of the ones that spoke to me in different ways, I'll share with you. The first is found in chapter 11, verse 2, where he says, "Divide your portion to 7 or even to 8, for you do not know what misfortune may occur on the earth." Basically, he's admonishing everyone to save and prepare for what is coming that you don't know is coming. So there's tremendous wisdom in not spending everything you have all at one time, the way so many people do, and living, in debt all the time. That you prepare for future. You don't know what it's going to bring. I remember years ago reading Truett Cathy's autobiography, Eat More Chicken, the founder of Chick-fil-A. And part of his business philosophy was to always have enough capital that you can respond to opportunities that come down the road that you don't know they're coming. You can't anticipate them. And most companies like.
Excuse me, guys. Want to grab a drink for a bit? All right.
Most individuals live in debt. So when there are opportunities to really do something, they're not able to because they don't have the resources, they don't have the cash. And so the writer here in verse 2 is saying, hey, prepare for tomorrow, financially and otherwise. And to young adults out there, let me just say, I know I can hear you. I can hear you right now. You're saying, I just don't have the resources. I don't have enough money to put anything back for retirement, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm telling you, as a 20-year-old, a 25-year-old, a 30-year-old, sacrifice other things now and prepare for your retirement. And when you're 55, 60, 65 years old, you will thank me. Just a word to the wise.
That is a prevalent advice. Everyone says that, and we should take that seriously, guys.
Because you can get aggressive when you're in your 40s, but it's hard to make up for what you lost because you didn't start in your 20s. All right. Enough on that. Verse 5 also spoke to me where he said, just as you do not know the path of the wind and how bones are formed in the womb of the pregnant woman, so you do not know the activity of God who makes all things. Now, medically, you and I today know more than they did, 2,500 years ago. But there's still a lot we don't know about the human body, about the universe.
So, guys, yeah, he's talking about money. And yes, this is also indeed like a concentration in Ecclesiastes. It is not it's not short, that short. It's pretty big. And he get into a lot of sub points. And I believe this is one of the sub points. But what I wanted to present to you from my own perspective is that it's about good and evil eventually. So if you are wondering like why is it that the reward for evil people could be very high, could be well rewarded, like not well rewarded, like could be unfairly rewarded in an advantageous way for them. um you This point about finance is also trying to give us some kind of grounds to to really have nuance in our thinking, because these rewards could be credit and they are being immoral about their credit, like they're not paying their debts and they're using multiple cheating ways to get it. But it is something that is, you don't know what's in the future. You don't know whether they are rewarded for the long term, and you don't know what are the costs that they have paid, and what are the unidentified costs that they have paid. um, right. And while the good people seems to be boring and seems to not get rewarded as much, but this boringness also, do you really know that it is not that good, or is it actually very very good? You don't really know that as well. So have nuances as well. I mean, maybe you know, maybe you not know, but what I'm saying is like have that skepticism.
And what he's saying is, just as it is impossible for us to understand everything about the body, about the universe, It's impossible for any of us to understand everything about God and his purposes and his ways of accomplishing his purposes. And if you're the kind of person that has to understand everything and all the details, you're going to drive yourself nuts. Because here's the reality. If it were possible for you to completely understand God, he would not be God. And part of it is us as human beings
Wow,
accepting
that's
our humanity, our lack of deity.
right. Let us think about that for a second. If it's if it's God, then can you really understand all of it? Can you really understand all of him? Right? It is meant to be not understandable. So how are you going to treat that? How are you going to um, set up yourself? How do you? What's your attitude is going to be? What's your altitude is going to be in the wake of the ununderstandable?
Verse 8 also spoke to me, where he said, indeed, if a man should live many years, let him rejoice in them all, and let him remember the days. Let him remember the days of darkness, for they will be many. Everything that is to come will be futility. In other words, he said, for unless you are alive when Jesus comes back, or you die pretty soon to the time Jesus comes back, your body will spend more time in the grave than you will spend alive on earth. So remember, the darkness is coming, and it's going to last a long time for your body. Therefore, all the days of your life, enjoy them. Don't waste your years. Don't waste your months. Don't waste your days. Enjoy the days of your life, because you.
Wow. Okay, that's a food for thought for me. Yeah, because again, guys. Okay. Set. Let me segue a little bit again to my format about Ecclesiastes, that it is about good and evil. I think he gave really like something that could tip off the balance for my thought a little bit. I think because is it he's also saying that um maybe what he's saying is like the depth of it's about futility, because it's like the Ecclesiastes talk about futility about a lot. It's kind of depressing. It's kind of depressing that everything is futile. So the way we value goodness, the way we value money, the way we value treasure, we got to correct that, I guess. You know what I mean? Because futility, if you got a lot, then it will rust, like Jesus say, the moth and rust will destroy it. if you got if you got wisdom, it is also later not enough, so it's futility. So that's what's in Ecclesiastes. And then I think now I could see a dimension here where, you know, the Solomon is also trying to challenge our value system, right? Before we decide whether we were to do evil or we were to be good, but with the consequences of goodness. Is these consequences really, really that dire? Or is the reward of being evil or cooperating with criminal activities, eating pork, right? I'm not saying don't eat pork. I'm a Christian, I eat pork, but eating pork in that sense, is it really worth it? Or is it, you know, that's the dimension, guys. That is something.
You'll be dead and in the grave longer than you will be alive on earth. And then the last one that spoke to me is verse 10, where he says, so Remove grief and anger from your heart and put away pain from your body, because childhood and the prime of life are fleeting. Young adults, um, don't spend your life, don't spend your young years. Don't spend your teenage years, your 20s, your 30s. Don't spend those years that in some ways physically are the prime of your life. Do not waste those years in anger, being mad all the time. And then he says, don't waste them in grief. In other words, don't spend those years moping all the time about what was or could have been, because you're going to wake up one day and you will no longer be young, and you will have wasted the days of youth and not be able to get them back. Pretty practical advice. Now, tomorrow, when we look at chapter 12, he'll tie all of this book together. But I thought those were some pretty wise admonitions for all of us today. I'll see you Tuesday. God bless you, everybody.
Wow, that's very good, guys. Don't be mad. Don't waste your life with negativity. I guess negativity will not last, right? And all of this energy, all of this stress, all of this punishment to our body, even really our own health, because stress is a punishment for our health. Is really like, is it really going to yield anything for us later? That is something, guys. That is something, and it is also another pointer to define our value system. What is really good? What is really bad? Is persecuting people. Okay, is finding the wrong in people, and after that, get rid of it. Is it really good? Right? Um, I do that a lot actually, but I am careful not to do a persecution, or I guess I did that too. But you know, I I am, yeah, I have to think about it, guys. I have to think about it. Like, am I wasting my life? I have to think about it. Okay, let's look at more videos. Let's look at more videos. Um, um, I also like anime stuff, right? I like watching anime, and we got Muse Asia channel. Like, this is a super generous channel. They got expensive anime all over the channel for free, and it's official. It is not piracy. So let me give you a little bit of a look. This is Sword Art Online. A lot of people know anime uh, and have been watching Sword Art Online. So if you want to be relatable in terms of anime, um, you can watch Sword Art Online. So let me give you a little bit of picture. This is a picture, and this stream is coming up. So they're going to stream. Of course, I'm going to like. And if you want to check out their channel, the picture is very good, guys. So this is the channel here. The featured anime is Dan Da Dan. It looks different. It is being maintained, guys. It is like before. It's not like this, and they kept on uploading. These are all legal anime, and I'll give you the playlist if you want to watch an anime that is already through for a season, because rarely you find it's finished, right? Um, but at least a season, a segment of the anime, or the title has been animated, and it's available in the playlist right here. So yeah, so I think I recommend the New Gate. New Gate is pretty nice. I haven't watched Fairy Tale. Wistoria is so cool. If you like battles and stuff, action and fantasy, very good. I guess Dan Da Dan is very popular, but haven't checked it out yet. If you like relaxed anime, you would want to see a journey through another world, racing kits. If you, I think this is for experts, guys. This is niche for those who have been watching anime a lot. I'm gonna give you the link to the previous video, like the Christian video, and this one as well. So I'm sorry that I've forgotten about that. Please wait, let me go back to my face, and then I'm going to give you the channel. I'm going to do um, some kind of copy paste pasting in here. Okay, this is the Muse Asia channel, the anime channel, and the Christian channel, the Ecclesiastes, like Bible study stuff or something, um, is it's loading. Is is Reverend Steve Hogg here. This is Reverend Steve Hogg. Really nice content, guys. First Baptist Church Rock Hill channel, and that would be the channel right there. So okay, so Muse Asia about anime. I got a lot of subscription A to Z. So how do I cover everything? These are the posted one. Let me check out things that I search for myself. Um, Let me see. Elementary is posting a new channel. So these are shorts. I think I gotta see videos. I gotta find videos for the full screen. Haven't tried the haven't tried the shorts yet for the full screen. So again, anime stuff. Maybe this is a Gigazin channel. Um, but also movies, I guess. Wow. So let me open up a playlist right here. Let me show you the Gigazin channel. It looks pretty good. And it looks like vintage comic book is made by a vintage comic book publisher, like a group of publisher that has been publishing anime and manga for a long time. So they have this artful assets that have been popular in the past as well, so you could have access to that as well. You could experience the art that is pretty intense as well. In here, the videos. So this looks really like J drama, guys, like a J drama. J drama, what do you call it? This is outskirts of Japan, and their farms are like that. You can see the kind of technology that they use. It's pretty different from a different country, and it's pretty standard, guys. This is quite standard of rural Japan that is different from other other rural areas in a different country. Yo, that footage, guys. That footage is okay. Look, guys, I I am not gay, but I do like watching nice gay content. All right, but I'm not gay. Okay, I do like. Okay, please, no, no misunderstanding, no misunderstanding. All right, okay, so that is my recommendation that you guys can see. What else? Okay, back to my sub. Gigat also very good anime reviewer. Gigi Hadid, Godfrey comedy, very funny comedian, stand-up comedian. Google, guys. I mean, this is the originator of YouTube, the the holding company for YouTube, Alphabet, I guess. So Google is separate now. Um, yes, yes. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Global Keynote 2024. What is going on, guys? This is news. Okay, okay. Please watch the original, guys. Please watch the original because this is going to be the whole thing probably. Um, wait. Um, so I'm going to skip to over here. Mr. Philip Schneider.
Hey, hello, LA.
Okay.
Yes. Profitability. In my almost 20 years with Google, I've never been more energized or optimistic about how we can actually help your business. We're working really hard every day to be the best partner for you in this new world. And here's the magic we think we actually bring to the
Okay,
table.
guys, very important. Check it out. This is like business investment. Google is investing on us. Google is investing on entrepreneurs around the world. Check it out yourself. Very good, very important. So let me skip to the next segment. It's ads product vision.
With Blackpink videos, trying to learn all their lyrics. And my son, who's a teenager, was in his room on his home-built computer watching other people play video games. Apparently, that's a thing now, watching other people. It's like a sport. Anyway, my point is, people have limitless options to browse and view content across devices. In fact, 2 of 3 consumers say making the right purchase decision requires more effort than ever before. So being relevant and helpful continues to make.
Wow, like the art, the how it like bombarded, not really bombarded, how it attack my senses. I like it. Like I like this style. I like this presentation. I like it. And to comment on what do you call it, decision making, it is hard, guys, because we have all of this access to options now. How are we going to filter out? How are we going to make decisions? Probably you have to get a philosophy major could be very worth it, like marketing or purchasing philosophy. Like you could probably learn with Ecclesiastes, like the video that we just saw. We can watch that as well, like how do we make financial decisions. It's worth it, and it's like an investment for your whole life in order to be able to have the wisdom to pick and choose online.
content stand out. And it's even more important
Sorry
now.
about that. I gotta,
Your social feed,
people should
visual
watch.
search unlocks new ways to explore whatever catches your eye. And we recently announced a newly
Let me just give me
our
like snippet.
pair. Okay, some of y'all did it. I'm actually impressed.
What
So what
is
we
that?
mean by this is a combination.
So
You are in
performance
control
max.
of how your brand shows up at every step. Check out this before and after for Branch Furniture's ads.
Oh, AI generated
Now let's switch gears.
advertisement. Tech humor as well in it. Wow. Les Mills. Okay. Sorry about my internet, guys. It's often like this. Partnership
ads showing up with a co-branded format. Now, these can be from existing collaborations and paid promotions or new sponsored content that you'll create with these creators. We'll also show you existing content where creators have tagged your products or mentioned your brand, and then you can start promoting that as an ad.
Oh,
and when
wow.
you've linked a creator's video into your ads account.
Wow, guys, you gotta watch this.
Shoppers today are
valuable
demanding
stuff.
and discerning, as they should be. Today, I'm excited to show you how we're helping you deliver on all of this and more. Last year
Wow,
on
this
this
is
stage, we
expensive
introduced
stuff.
products.
And then the fun part. Use it to make your life better. And it compounds.
Wow.
The earlier you start collecting it, the more you can do with it. We know that collecting data has been incredibly painful for you. Your company's data is scattered like puzzle pieces. Marketing's got conversion data, email lists, and surveys,
like that.
while loyalty programs
like that.
and
What
customer
is
service
this
chat hide
measurement?
elsewhere.
Measurement.
Stand performance of your site week after week. Wouldn't it be nice
That's
if someone could
accounting
help spot
stuff.
these changes?
Accounting stuff.
A lot to manage.
And he's Indian as well. That's a very good choice of person even. Search ads format.
We are being thoughtful about how to evolve our products with that in mind. And we look forward to all your feedback to guide us along the way. Thank you so much for your partnership as we build this next generation.
So cool. This is so cool. I'm not going to watch everything. It says add Vision product to AI essentials. So definitely cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff to watch. All right. Google. Yeah. Like let's watch more product stuff. You know, Google. What are more products? Guinness, guitar. Let's watch Toyota because when I was young, I used Toyota. My family has a Toyota, so this is segueing. This is not exactly my subscription, but hey, where is the official channel? Toyota official. This kind of, I'm sorry, this YouTube recommendation is pretty weird. Sometimes the official channel is not at the top. That is really. I hope they could fix that, because they should give the official channel first. That's what I prefer. Not just not based on popularity. Maybe the most popular at the top is fine, but the second one should be the official channel, because if the official channel is being swallowed out by recommendation, that's not fair in my opinion. I play War of the Vision from Square Enix. Whenever I search for War of the Vision, I used to play it. Now recently I'm still on a hiatus, but I still feel like a player, I played that game. But their official channel is at the bottom. It's not really always at the top. Let me show you. Let me check whether that's still the case. You know what? Not get too distracted. Let's watch this latest video from Toyota. Okay, so it's rather a little bit regrettable that that's the case. So the title of the video is, I'll give you the link after. I forgot again. LX700H Lexus. It's like a Formula One, right? The machine, the intern. I'm just enjoying the music. I don't, if you're an engineer, you would probably could appreciate. You most definitely could appreciate it more. But it has, look, honestly, guys, it has gone a long way from the Toyota that I had before. Like the Toyota I had before, it's like a box. It's like box, and in the front, it's like that box and front like that, and it was like a manual transmission, like tack, 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 tack. But I am grateful because now, if I now that I know how to ride it, like that is the hardship past, so like how difficult it can be anymore. Going back without the engine dying, you gotta manage the throttle and the gas and the brakes. That's worth it, guys. Having that car was worth it. And also, like, racing with that car a little bit, that was unethical, but don't do it, guys. It's dangerous. But yeah, it was a good time. Thank you very much, Toyota. So let's keep on watching, guys. Ooh. You look so cool. You look so cool. Okay. Definitely copyrighted. Okay. But I enjoyed that one. So what else? Thank you very much, Toyota. Let me switch it off again. And what else do I got? Products. I like Intel. Hey, let's go with Intel. What's new with Intel? Intel architecture, all access, Intel Core Ultra, Arrow Lake. You know what? I want to know what's Arrow Lake. So let's see this Arrow Lake stuff. What is Arrow Lake? Okay.
Arrow Lake. Well, I'm the platform marketing manager for Arrow Lake. Essentially, what that means is I'm the central product truth owner for all things Arrow Lake, encompassing the entire platform.
So I'm the execution GM running the Arrow Lake program, the technical program.
No, guys, I forgot something. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot something, guys. Like, where is the history part? Gotta give out the links to the previous where is it? Yeah, please bear with me, guys. I'm gonna give you out some of the links. I haven't done it, so please bear with me. My bad. The Google Marketing Keynote. Like, share. Yep, this is the Google one. And this. Like, share, Intel, and Toyota. Oh, the loading time also. Toyota. All right, let's go back to Intel. There's another anime stuff, guys, but um, okay, let me do that as well. Gigazin. If you like the nostalgia of of a non-urban Japan, that it was in if you are young and you pay attention to Japanese art, it was pretty common in the past, but it's pretty rare now. Like, or maybe it's not the anime that I've watched. I watch like fantasy anime, so of course, um, I haven't seen it a lot. It looks cool. It's very calming as well.
On mobile, starting 15 watt all the way to desktop 250 watts. So I'm managing the entire program.
I'm Dan Ragland. My title is Senior Principal Engineer. We're here in Intel's overclocking lab in Hillsboro, Oregon.
What is Arrow Lake and what do you mean by the entire platform?
Yeah, so when we talk about the entire platform, Arrow Lake isn't just about the CPU itself. It's everything that encompasses the platform, whether it be the connectivity, graphics that will attach to it, things like the chipset, different software features, different utilities that are going to function with it. And so we sort of own, as the platform marketing group, sort of own all of that in terms of conception and then eventually bringing it to market.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And so we have, for this architecture, we have 3 different products, right? Mm-hmm. We have Arrow Lake S, Arrow Lake HX, and Arrow Lake H. Mm-hmm. And so how do we start with S and HX? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so S and HX are, specifically Arrow Lake S is our desktop family. Then HX is the sort of enthusiast mobile family. So both of them are enthusiast desktop and mobile products, sort of the top of the line for Arrow Lake. And they share the same tiles that are on each part, so both an 816 configuration, that kind of thing. So that's sort of the top of the product stack there. Yeah.
So it's a multi-tile processors. So,
yep.
Okay, so multi-tile. What will be the tiles that we have here for our?
Yeah. So I mean, first of all, it's the first time we've had a disaggregated part in the enthusiast segment, and so we've got essentially 4 tiles. So there's the SoC tile, the I/O tile, the GPU tile, and then of course the compute tile, which has our compute cores on it.
Moving from a monolithic to a disaggregation architectures have several benefits. It allows you the flexibility of mix and match between different process technology and different tiles.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, really, I just can't comment. I don't know. I don't understand. If I pay hard attention, it would be too. It wouldn't be a show. This would be like a class, and you just see my face. It's like a Zoom class. I guess this is very serious for me. I have to do some serious stuff for me in this one. Okay, but this is pretty interesting. I'm going to skip around as well. Computer tiles, tile details, and performance. Let's go for it.
Core architecture design phase, right? Whether we had a set of design goals in mind. And the 2 main things that, obviously there's more than 2 goals, but 2 of the main things that we were talking about obviously is what really matters at the end of the day is the performance for our end users. That's the most important thing. And so the other thing we're focusing on is performance, per power per area optimization. And so when we look at
So that's very interesting, guys. I have to go. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.